Hey, what's up, Pisces? I'm back for your April reading. So, what we have here is shocking clickbait. You won't believe the story. And we have breaking cycles. At the end of the deck, you have payday. Okay, deposited 1400. You could possibly got 1400 back just now, or just getting a check for 1400, or you're just having a payday that's a huge amount, okay, for you. On the shadow side, we have plastic smiles, but you need to be careful of some fake people around you. They could be coming around you for money or probably this clickbait story. Something is about to change your life. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. It may start small as like a payout. This is not. This may be a lot to some, may not be a lot to all. But what I'm seeing is something significant is going to be small, right? Is going to be a step to something changing your life completely, all right? So with clickbait, it says misleading headlines, empty promises, exaggerated truth, not what it seems, okay? So you need to have some discernment out there and see who is telling you stories and fibs, all right? Then we have breaking cycles, ending harmful patterns, freedom from repetition, new beginnings. It stops with me, all right? So maybe this could be a story about you and you're ending the misleading judgment or the way people perceive you, okay, especially online. It looks like you're about to break out of the chains of that, of people perceptions about you, okay? So let's see what that is for Pisces. What's the story on this for Aries? I mean, sorry, Aries. I just got off of Aries, y'all. Okay, so Aries might not resonate only if you're dealing with an Aries or have somebody that's an Aries around you, but that was legit a mistake. So for Pisces, what do we have for Pisces month of April? With clickbait and breaking cycles. Okay. Okay, somebody here is lying or could be telling fibs and stories. Ooh, what is going on, Pisces? All right. This could be a mother figure. Okay. All right. So this could be two people, all right, that's trying to get on your last nerves. I ain't gonna lie. All right. So the two of pentacles is two choices, two paths, right? You probably have two ways of making money. You have probably two lovers, you have two people you care for. You're just juggling a lot of things, right? Two is the number of the day, right? So I see you coming out of a harmful cycle, okay? But you got to be honest with yourself moving forward, because something about you being in this recovery period, which could be with somebody else, right? We have two here, and there's also two people falling out of the tower. Now, I see you coming out of a state of financial loss, as well as dealing with people that are no good for you, as well as, can you see the whole card here? Let me see if you guys can. I know my little setup is a little weird today. But yeah, I just feel like you came out of a bad time. This already happened, all right? And you're coming out of this still recovering. Finances, probably broken bones, like literally coming from living in the cold, homeless. Like it's just something that is like giving poverty, right? It could be emotional too, could be spiritually, not having faith, just all of these things in one, right? You could be coming to the light in a sense of maybe you're going into a church, right? For the first time and God knows when. Maybe you are buying yourself a new wardrobe with this new check, right? You buying a new place, you making yourself feel better, having more confidence, you learning how to walk again, right? And so this came out of a period from bad karma, maybe bad choices you have made, things that represented the you of anger, I'm hearing, right? Maybe you did something and it came back to bite you in the behind. And now you're seeing how what you put out into the world comes right back to you, right? So you're learning the lesson of when you lie, other people lie, right? Or it comes back in a different form. And this probably could have made you very bitter of somebody hurting you or whatever the case is, some type of karma that returned to you. And honestly, it probably made you feel like things weren't fair, and it kept you as like cold-hearted and bitter, right? And if this is not you, obviously this could be somebody that you're dealing with, because like I said, there's two here, right? There's two in that card. So it might not all just be on you. It could be somebody that you've dealt with that you got certain traits from them, like lying, right? Because sometimes we get with people and we learn how to be better people. But if the person sucks, then we wind up sucking too, right? I'm hearing pause. I didn't mean to say it like that, Pisces, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like we wind up being jerks just like them, right? Being around them for so long. And so you're learning the lesson of what you put out there comes right back to bite you in the behind, right? And it can be in the other ways, right? It can return in different ways. So now you're learning that and you're breaking the cycle. So this can deal with somebody who is a mother. This could deal with somebody who keeps secrets from you. This person can be smothering. Okay, if this is dealing with another person, this could be two different people, right? Because I see that whoever's the masculine energy here is the cold-hearted one. Whoever's the feminine, it could be a masculine with two feminine energies. One of them is very mysterious and secretive, right? Kind of giving like side piece, mistress. I don't know, side chick. And then the other one is very, let's say, not in her element, right? She could be a mother, but it can give like it's hard for her to parent, right? We all raise, people that have kids, and I don't even have kids, so I don't even know why I'm saying we, but I'm the auntie, right? Manifesting the rich auntie. But people that have kids, you all parent differently. And she probably doesn't feel confident as a mother, just the way that she raised her children, or she doesn't feel confident in herself. So it kind of shows the way that shows within her raising her children, right? And this person could be smothering to the point where it's like she's not nurturing herself and her own family, but she's trying to nurture you more. And that could be kind of annoying, right? And then this second person, I don't know, like I said, they could be very secretive or mysterious or side piece. I don't know what's going on here. This person probably taught you how to be psychic as well, or they are very psychic. But this person could be just as cold as you, okay? So, in a sense, like, do we want that energy? I don't really know, Pisces, okay? But I see you eventually probably not messing with any of them because you see, we have the tower in reverse. So, that's you avoiding a big turnout, right? You avoiding conflict. Because usually when the tower is upright, right? And I'm also seeing it sexually for some reason. Somebody exploding, right? If you look at the card, it's very what is it called? I forgot the word, but yeah. Is it phallic? Yeah, I don't know, but yeah. So somebody tell me the word inside of TikTok if y'all can do that without getting flagged. So yeah, upright is like two people jumping out the tower, and it's like when you get the tower moment, it's like something unexpected can be painful, but it can be quick, right? And it has to happen in order for your life to shift. So now we have it in reverse, where it's just like something is happening, but it's like you kind of avoid it in a major way. You probably just floated your way out of this issue, even though there was an issue, is still getting some type of resolution without the big bang that's going to shift your life forever and change up everything and kick you out and whatever. Right. So it's looking like you're trying to drop off both of these people after juggling them. I'm hearing physically and emotionally in your life. Okay. So let me see what advice I have for you, Pisces, for April. Or maybe you're breaking the chains and dealing with both people. Okay, because that's where I see that breaking cycles there. So, what advice do we have for Pisces for April, for the month of April? What advice can we give them? Do I want to use another card? I'm feeling like you're using another card. Let's see. Let me get one. Thank you. So it says connections. Teamwork makes the dream work, allowing others to share their talents and skills with you and will help your career and business grow further. All right, so let me find another deck. I feel like using one more, Pisces. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit more time on y'all reading. Um, somebody could be in a I don't know if I could say this on TikTok or YouTube. GANG. So somebody who's making loud wild bee noises. If you catch my drift, okay. You might hear it again. I live in a hood, y'all, okay, and usually the C's are in this neighborhood, but somebody was just being it up, okay. Let me see. We're gonna use this deck this week. So what advice can I give Pisces? So yeah, your last card was connection. So the internet is very significant. So I'm gonna put this here with clickbait. But what advice can I give Pisces for the month of April and dealing with the situation? Okay. Ooh, come on, girl. Get it together. All right. Okay. And one more. I think I might use this card for all the advice this week. Yeah. Bottom of the deck. Somebody here is watching too many tarot videos. Be careful what y'all watching, what y'all falling asleep to, what y'all listening to, okay? Because if this is not resonating with you, then you should not be taking the story, right, to manifest, right? And when I tell people this all the time, and I'm a reader, right? So of course I want y'all to watch my videos, but I also want y'all to have the best mental health there is. The only reason to watch tarot videos, unless you're getting a personal reading, is to confirm what is going on, to know that you are on the right path, right? Or make sure that you're making the right choices with already what you know. So if I'm here showing a tarot reading and I'm saying, oh, your boyfriend ain't ish and he's a liar and this and that, and you had an inkling that he wasn't ish, or you could just see the signs and the red flags, I'm just resonating with you, okay, in your energy. But remember, a whole bunch of people watch these readings. So I'm picking up multiple stories. So you should not take what doesn't resonate and stop watching so many tarot videos. If you're watching this now, let this be your last video for a week. Give tarot a break and come back next week, whether it's me or somebody else. But you need a break to make sure your brain is not scrambling up there, all right? Because you can be manifesting negativity by looking or listening to too many people and too many different stories, if that makes sense. Let me know, like this video, right? If I don't see you for the rest of the week, right? If you're going to take that advice and you're going to apply it to your life, because people have issues with watching tarot and don't know when to stop, okay? So it says enough, not him again. It says, girl, even your tarot deck is tired of him. So if you have to ask a question 20 million times and the cards are negative, that means it's a no, sweetheart. All right. So let's see what the rest of the cards say for your advice for April. That's your overall energy. Okay. Even though the card, like, it resonated with what I said, but also really didn't, right? Because it's you asking the cards over and over again, or looking at multiple tarot videos over and over again about this one significant person or maybe two. It's just somebody here is watching too much tarot. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm feeling and getting from these cards. So it says, even the moon takes breaks. Sit down. Somebody here needs to take a well deserved break. Somebody needs to learn how to take a break, how to rest, in a sense of you not being lazy, but just, like I said, for mental health reasons. Somebody could be running around going crazy. I'm hearing traveling all over to do this, to do that. Somebody needs to have like a solo meditation moment, okay? Whether that's you watching a TV show, having a nice little drink and relax and getting back to it tomorrow, but somebody needs to take a nap, needs to take a break, okay? Now, it says, you are not behind. You are just on side quest number 47, okay? They're like Johnny Quest, the cartoon, by the way. So somebody can be from that era. I hated that cartoon. Oh my gosh, to me it was so boring. But anyway, yes. So, like I said, somebody is traveling all over the world. What did I just say? Somebody's traveling all over the world to do every single little thing. And you probably feel like you don't have enough time. You have all the time in the world if you believe that, right? If you keeping yourself highly protected, but also in a sense of take your time and do everything one by one so you won't make no mistakes moving forward, okay? Somebody could be playing video games like Mario Kart or something. Because like I see this coin here, remind me of one of them old school. This card is just giving so old school to me. Because literally, I see like there's a carrot in there. So I'm thinking about Bugs Bunny. Somebody watch old school cartoons. I'm thinking Mario, or who else had the coins? Was it Sonic? And then the guy looks like Johnny Quest. And this, I don't know what this is, a potion, a love potion. Somebody took a potion here. I don't know what you're doing, Pisces, but it ain't my business, right? Maybe a little bit, right? Doing this reading, but it ain't my business for real. So it says that wasn't intuition, that was anxiety in a cape. Yo, somebody needs to take care of their mental health. Probably too much caffeine, too much coffee, too many energy drinks. Somebody has so much adrenaline for the answers unknown. And you just need to sit back and let God just tell you, give you an aha moment. Stop waiting for it. Let it come to you. Woo! That almost gave me anxiety, Pisces. All right, so I'm about to go to Aquarius. Good luck, Pisces. I will see you guys next week, okay? For your weekly reading, all right? And if not, make sure you take care of yourself because your mental health comes first. Good luck. Bye.